But let me just say again what a great honor it is to be able to come and participate in this campaign and to see that we get Larry over the top this time. 329 votes. Shouldn't be that hard to change that many minds after all this administration has done since the last election, since '06. Now, I got into this debate. I was not originally a political guy. In fact, I still don't see myself as a political guy. I'm a policy wonk. Now, in my home district of Santa Barbara, California, I said this. I was with Lois Capps, who's a Congress lady out there. I said that I was a policy guy who got dragged into the political morass with all the sharks in Washington. And Lois jumped in and said, yeah, but after you got in, a bunch of the sharks got out of the water. So I think I've adapted to the water pretty well, pretty nicely. And I did so because, you know, I just don't believe it's right for a propaganda arm, the Republican Party, and that's all it has become. It hasn't offered policy prescriptions for the last 7 years. All it has engaged in is character assassination. Its view of the public square is, we're not even going to worry about better arguments or better facts. We will just drive anybody else in the public square out by our schoolyard bully tactics. Well, in my career, I actually had to confront Saddam Hussein, who probably was the #1 schoolyard bully. And as I like to point out, when and during the course of your professional career you've had to take on Saddam Hussein, it becomes very difficult to take guys named Carl and Scooter all that seriously. The bottom line is, the issues that I'm involved with are issues of national security. And by definition, they're issues that we confront as Americans, not as Democrats, not as Republicans. Kids killing Iraqis and being killed by Iraqis over there in this godforsaken war are not doing so as Democrats or Republicans, they're doing so as Americans. Now, if you want a good reason to elect Larry, I can say it to you in 2 words: Webb Amendment. Just 2 days ago, the Republican Party decided that supporting George Bush and this terrible war was more important than supporting the troops and allowing them to have a little bit of rest before assignments and reassignments back to the front lines of Iraq. Now, I know that in Larry's district, there are a lot of families who are from Bragg, I think. I've been down to Bragg. The special ops guys are my friends. I'm actually an honorary special ops guy because I was in Germany as political advisor to the Commander-in-Chief U.S. Armed Forces Europe, I used to be the only civilian who'd get up and be in the gym with them every morning working out. I didn't have to eat snakes. But I do know these guys. And I know that they are decimated by what has gone over the past 3 years. And they've been decimated because they're not allowed to come home, to be with their families, to train, to rest, to get fit again, to spend time with their loved ones before they go back out and fight this fight.